radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Hello to all of our viewers and listeners out there. You are watching INCRadio Sacramento.
Whenever we need him, he's always there. There's no one else who does what he can do. Each time we seek him, oh, he always cares. Don't ever fear, he's just a prayer away.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone watching, listening, and viewing our INCRadio Sacramento. I'm your host today, Hazel, reporting live and broadcasting live from the INCRadio Sacramento studio. So I hope you guys are having a great morning. It is 11 a.m. here on the West Coast in California, and the weather outside is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunny, not a lot of clouds. So if you're out there in the Northeast California area, make sure to step outside, look at the flowers, and enjoy a nice, lovely walk out in the morning, afternoon time, I believe. 11 o'clock, morning, afternoon, like brunch. Let's say brunch time. I am not by myself this morning, this brunch time. I'm also here with our lovely one and only Auntie Care.
And good morning there, Hazel, and good morning to everyone out there in, I want to say INC Radio, right? Not just Northeast California, but everywhere there around the world who is out there. Hello, 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 beautiful, beautiful morning today, right? Right, Hazel?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yes. Beautiful morning, afternoon to everyone. So today we have a lot to talk about, and it is the last Saturday of the new month of the new year for January. And the whole theme of this month was travel. A lot of us, especially myself and our hosts, have been going on different trips to start the year off with fresh new experiences and fresh new eyes, and also wonderful experiences with family and friends. So in our topic today, and what we will be discussing, is travel and music. You know me, I love music everywhere I go. But in our specific topic today, we will be discussing travel and music together. So our first question that we're going to go into, and please in the YouTube comments also comment as well, for your long distance trips, long distances, whether you're driving or you're flying on an airplane across the country internationally, or you're on a boat or a cruise of some kind, what kind of playlist would you listen to? What are those extended playlists or EPs, I've been told, are the ones that you listen to? What's your favorite kind to pass the time? So just to kind of start it off, I actually just came back last week from Japan. So hello, everyone. Shout out to everyone in Japan, the local congregation of Yokohama and Tokyo. It was great to meet everyone and all the brethren. It was really fun. I'm very, very excited that I had that experience, as well as spending time with all of you and learning music in a different language. Especially during karaoke. That was the funnest time. But for the trip, there were different modes of transportation that I had experienced for the first time, which was the bullet train or the Shinkansen. Shinkansen. Please correct me if I'm saying that incorrectly. And that one was a longer train, or more longer form of riding a train than the actual train station that I was at. But that ride was about an hour and a half, maybe an hour 45. And the entire plane ride with no layovers, like just a straight flight, it was about 16 hours. Oh, it was such a long flight. But it was really fun. So in the 16-hour flight that I had from the USA, so in California, flew out from San Francisco going to, and I think the town is Narita, Tokyo. Um, that 16 hours, I actually had three playlists kind of going on. So the first playlist that I had, I was really anxious in the beginning. So I think I had 12 different songs of just calming classical music and rainfall to keep my nerves down while we were flying on the plane. And even though I was flying with like family, it was really nerve-wracking for me because I'm not used to having long flights. I think the longest flight I've ever had was probably 6 hours. But anything more than that, it just kind of threw me off my clock, so I wasn't quite sure. And then the second playlist after that was more of a bossa nova, like jazz, like very like happy experience type of genre, so that I don't just, fall asleep on the plane ride the entire time. Because we did land in the evening over there, but it was really pretty because all the lights kind of reflect the ocean. And then the last playlist was actually entirely in Japanese, just so that I can prep myself to hear the language like around me and not get so overwhelmed that like there are so many people talking a different language, but there's no subtitles. So I had to prep myself for going into a different country where I do not know the language at all. So that was my multiple playlist just for the plane ride.
Wow.
I think for your trips, whether it's like long distance or driving, flying in an airplane, or going on a boat ride, like what kind of playlist do you listen to or that you create?
Let's see here. It's all different, right? It's all different. And I too had just came back from a trip from Chicago. So from there, different kinds of music. Not everyone likes my music, but I listen to my music. But there's different genres that I listen to, depending again where I go to. Um, Let me start off here locally, right? Locally, when I am on my way to worship service, I do play the INC original music there. I know it's a little corny, but I do play that because I got to get in the mood, right? You gotta put your mindset. This is
Yeah,
what we're doing, right? We're going to
yeah.
worship, right? We're gonna go there, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna listen to INC original music. Now, when I went to the Philippines as well, when I went there to the Philippines, I had a playlist of the Tagalog love songs, right? Though I don't understand very well, it's just the melody, right? Because you're just trying to get into that mood as well, and you want to just put yourself right. You want to put yourself into that mood as put yourself in that mood. Now the third one, I'm gonna say because my best friend is out there from Canada, and she's listening and she knows this. And the next one that I would listen to anywhere I go, even in Chicago, we were listening to it. I do listen to country music. Country music does list. It does have. It tells a story, right? It tells stories, and they have some cool stories on there. And it's just it's kind of like a wind down, relaxing kind of music. So that would be like my go-to list is those three, depending again like where I go to and what I'm planning to do that day is what I'm gonna do. Again, cleaning the house or doing something um where there's more mobile, right? Then you get the little bit faster songs, the R&Bs, and you get the pop and the rock and all that stuff, right? I think that's what gets us going. I think gets us going. So yeah, that's mine. That would be mine.
Yes, yes. It's so funny that you mentioned that not a lot of people enjoy country music, but I think they haven't found the right country music for them. That's personal take.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yeah, and I.
Yes, and there are different kinds of country,
Mhm.
right? There's the old school, and
Yeah.
then there's also the new country, which a
Yes,
lot of people think they don't listen to country, right? Some of you think you don't listen to country, but you're listening to country on the radio. So
yes, yes.
some of you, some of you even sing along thinking it's a regular song. It's country, right? It's country.
Yes, exactly. And this is what I kind of tell a lot of my friends that are also not into, because I listen to jazz a lot. And jazz is such a broad um, genre of music, right? Like it's just the tip of the iceberg, I would say, in terms that jazz itself, there's so many like subcategories of it, and not a lot of people listen to, I guess they would say, I don't listen to jazz like that or in that context, but it's just jazz is a derivative of so many other things, and I think they just haven't found the specific type or like the different places and parts where that music comes from. So same thing with country. I love different types of country music, especially because
Ooh.
I grew up listening to country music because of my grandmother. So shout out to Mama. Hi. She would listen to a lot of different types of country songs, especially things that were coming out in like the 1940s, 1950s, when she would listen to those different kinds of like country love songs and like dedicate them to my grandpa. So I think when people say that they don't listen to country, I agree with you and compare. They do. They just don't know that that's part
Yeah,
of
they
country
just don't know.
music. So yeah, and I think the whole idea of listening to music in the country. I mean, technically, it could be country music because you're going to a different country. But anyways, anyway, so I think we both agreed that music will get you in the mood for whatever destination you're going to, wherever you are traveling to, right? Depending on whether it's to the chapel, to a different country, to a different state, or just traveling in general, right? So the music that's in different languages. So you were talking about listening to Tagalog love songs. I learned a few Japanese songs when I was out in Japan, but I cannot repeat them to you because I don't know how to pronounce them, but the melody sounds so pretty. Uh,
Right? Yes.
but definitely, I think it's important to really uh, not necessarily deep dive, but be open minded about listening to music in different languages. Because also in INC music or the INC original music on YouTube, they have different songs in there that are in different languages. So I know that they have a Japanese playlist of songs. I know that they have French songs as well, and then Spanish, and then I believe there might be a few in Portuguese that I've seen, and then some from our brethren in South Africa, as I have been told by
Yes,
our
there is.
full tech Jordan. So also, if you are viewing and listening here on INCRadio Sacramento, and if you're not quite sure what kind of music to listen to in a different language, or to kind of just listen to the way that it sounds and how they do their, and I'm learning this because I'm learning how to be a choir member, vowel formations. um, listen to the INC original music on YouTube, because they have a lot of different songs, not only in English, not only in Tagalog, but in different languages all over the world. And it's so nice to hear and to see how it translates from their language to the language that you're familiar with. So I feel like the INC original music playlists have done really, really well to represent all of the different languages that the Iglesianicristo has all over the world. So internationally, which is really, really cool. But before we go into our next, or yes, our next question and talk about our short segment, let's go into our comment section and see what everyone is saying. Auntie Care, is there anyone that you see? I'm looking as well.
Oh, there's a plenty. We have Kapit. Uh, De La Cruz Jr., who's out there, our district minister. He is saying hello and good morning to all the brethren. Hello, Polka Pete. Thank you
Hello,
for tuning
Paul.
in. And we have a brother or Clear Nathaniel Russell out there as well saying hello. And we have Kuya Jeb from Orange County, California. LCC. I still have your shirt, Kuya Jeb, so come visit. Come visit up here. He's out there. And we also have our sister, or Madeline. She's out there saying hello too. She's like, come join us if you want. But hi, Madeline. And of course, I said, I have my best friend out there. She is there from Canada, T. Jonah Grace. She is saying hello and teasing me. Don't let her fool you. She likes country music. I know she does. She just says that, but she can listen to country music also.
So
So,
funny.
what's that?
She's so funny. I love Aunt Jonah.
Yeah, we all do, right? So we also have Atilani there from Long Island City, District of New York City. No, District of New York. So woohoo! Hopefully that will be another traveling place. I know you've been there to New
Yes,
York, Hazel, right? So
yes.
that's my next go-to place, hopefully, is in New York just as well. So trying to get that New York pizza. We tried the
Oh,
Chicago pizza. Now we
it's
got
so.
to do the New York pizza, right?
Oh, I see. And you've been to Chicago and Karen. I have not been there yet. That's also my list of places that I would like to go. I was told by my cousin that there is a train that goes from California to Chicago. But it
Wow.
takes, yes, but it takes a few days to get there. So I'm trying to prep mentally. Am I able to do that, or should I just fly and then just go around Chicago? But it's one of those things for sure.
Hey, you get to see the country and as well as have a longer playlist on that if
That's
you do that,
true.
right?
That's
Right?
so true. Okay, now I kind of have to reconsider the train because that sounds like a lot of fun.
That
And
sounds like fun.
I love to be with scenery and then also have plays in the background, almost kind of pretend that I'm in my own little music video. You know about all of you listeners out there, but have you ever kind of sat in your car when you're not driving, where you're just like a passenger, and then the music's playing, and you look out the window, and you're just thinking like, "Wow, like this is my life," having a little main character moment. I did that a lot in Japan because I was on the train. I think 2 to 3 times a day, going from destination to destination and place to place. But it was the most exciting thing. I just had my earbuds in. I was looking out the window and just listening and being one with the environment. It was very
Yeah.
crowded at times, but it was beautiful. I think for everyone, all the viewers and listeners, if ever you're able to, if ever you get the chance, Japan is definitely a place to try to see. There's
Yeah,
there's so much.
that's on our list. That's on our list just as well. So we're
Yes.
excited for that. So can't wait. We'll get some pointers from you and some Japanese love songs that we can sing along with.
Oh, I was just telling my mom a few love songs that I had learned from our karaoke, and she was looking at them and she's like, "These are nice, but I don't know what they're saying." Definitely take a look into it. Okay, but before we get into more of the comments and we get into our next question, I want to kind of take this time to kind of give everybody an update on what's happening in our district here in Northeast California. There are a lot of things happening today here in the district. So Sacramento is actually having a special gathering today of all officers. So hello to all the officers out there. I hope you are enjoying a wonderful time being with one another and the brethren and our aspiring officers, especially those that are taking oath today. So congratulations. And we are so excited for you to start your wonderful journey as an officer. And then also today we have our disaster preparedness workshop. I believe that it also started just a while ago. So right now they are just going to be learning about how to prepare for upcoming natural disasters, how to be ahead, and how to make sure that whatever comes that we are prepared. And of course, how to set those prayers and to prepare yourself and your family should anything come about, whether it's a flood, because here in Northeast California, a couple years back, we had a few floods because it was raining a lot. And then in the summertime, it's really dry here. So we get our preparedness for like those brush fires and things like that. So also sending love and prayers to those in Southern California that are still recovering from the things that are happening out there. So we hope that you guys are doing well and that things are looking up for you. And then also preparedness for anything. I think when we also had our flood preparation a couple years ago, the power went out for a little bit. So how to prepare for like brownouts and blackouts, like if you would need a generator and things like that, essential items that you would need, emergency services that you can contact in your area. So all of those things are being discussed today in our disaster preparedness workshop here in the District of Northeast California. So I hope for everyone, all of the CFO that are out there or the Christian family organizations to enjoy that informative workshop today. So that's happening right now. And if you are in attendance, let us know how it went, how everything was. And next week in our broadcast, we'll make sure to mention some examples and some things that we've learned from that workshop to help all of our viewers and listeners out there. Yesterday was also the Friday Youth Mission throughout the district, done by each region. So with these Friday Youth Missions or FYMs, we encourage all of our younger brethren, our younger members of the Church of Christ, the Kadiwa and the Benhi, which are those that are baptized between the ages of 12 and above, that are not married, right? Because booklet is
Yes.
married brethren, right? To attend these, to bring their guests, their friends, their family members, everyone to celebrate our unity and to also continue to spread the love of the brotherhood with everyone. In Sacramento, our theme was ramen. So as you as you know, I went to Japan, so having a ramen themed kind of Friday youth mission, kind of subdued my post vacation sadness because I was trying to think maybe this is Japan. Maybe I can just pretend to be here for a little bit. So, but also meeting new brethren, because in Sacramento, for our Sacramento region, it wasn't only just the local congregation of Sacramento, but it was Sacramento, Elk Grove, and Roseville that came together for a informative youth mission, as well as a fun socializing. We had a couple of games and listened to really, really nice musical backgrounds that kind of, I want to say they're like ASMR or like white noise type things, where you hear waterfalls and birds singing. So a lot of background music. It was really, really nice. But yeah,
Nice.
so those are the things that have been happening this weekend in our district. Stay tuned for next week in the month of February, because there's a lot more things that are coming up. So our last engagement question and our last question for our topic today for music and travel is, what is your favorite kind of music to listen to when you travel? So we talked about our playlist and what we do and what we listen to when we go to different places, how we get ready for traveling. But what is your go-to music? What is the one thing that, okay, doesn't matter where I'm going or what I'm doing, this is the kind of music that I listen to, and this is what I want to listen to. It's like the song that you always have on repeat. So for myself, I am a big jazz listener, as a lot of people know, but I think my go-to type of music is R&B, rhythm and blues. So no matter where I'm going, whether it's to Japan or to New York or to wherever, to church or to home from work, um, I usually try to find something that has an R&B kind of style because I'm a big karaoke person. So I like to sing along, and I think R&B really helps me kind of, feel like I can sing in the car, and car ride karaoke's are my thing. So that is my go-to music on a day-to-day to travel. But what about you, Auntie Karen?
Okay, day to day. If we do the day to day, then I mean, actually, it really even doesn't depend. It's just everyday go to, whether I'm in the car or I'm cooking or just whatever. I actually listen to 70s love songs. And if you know, I could command my little machine there and say play 70s love songs. Always is the first thing on my list. Is if not if it's not, like I said, here in the house, it's in the car. And if it's not even the 70s, it's just straight love songs. I love my go-to as well is duets. I love duets, right? You do the little do little what did you say earlier? You were in your little mode where you just, you have your scenario, right? So
Oh,
you're singing duets, right? Right? Yeah, right. So you're like singing and you're singing in the car, and you tell your kuya, okay, you sing the guy part, I'll sing the girl part, and we'll like sing it together. And if it's not him, it's the boys, which is funny because they do sing their part as well. So it's just funny. We'll do the duet. So I love, whether
Oh,
it's on INC radio, original music, the duets is what gets me all the time. Any duets and any love songs are always the best to have, and those are just relaxing, and they put you back like, oh yay, you just fall in love again, and it's just like a beautiful thing to listen to, right? So yeah, that's me. That's me. Love songs all the
oh,
way,
I
duets.
love that. I love that. I love the whole idea of just driving and you have a passenger and you guys are singing the song, but you're singing the boy and girl part or the guy and girl part.
Yeah.
That's so fun. That's
Yeah.
so funny because when me and my brother used to do a lot of, when we used to work in the same place, we would carpool a lot. So we would have a lot of carpool karaoke and we would sing duets, and my brother and I would sing the different parts while we're driving. Oh wow. Yes. That is definitely,
Yes.
oh, that's such a good one. That's
Yeah.
definitely on my top five.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's
if
so
you
fun.
like
It's so
love
fun to do.
songs,
Yeah,
if you
love
like love
songs.
songs, make sure to hit up Auntie Care because she will direct you to the right place. Because that's so exciting. That's so exciting. I love that. I love that a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. It's so fun. It's fun to do. And like you said, we have a karaoke here just as well, and we try to do the duets. And sometimes I try to get your kuya to sing
Yes,
like a Filipino one, right? Do the Filipino love song. And he's like,
yes,
"What? I don't even know how to sing it. I don't know how to say it or understand it." Like, I was like,
yes,
"You just
do
follow along, right? So fun."
it.
So yeah, it's super fun. It's out of fun, right? You make it fun, right? No
Mhm.
matter where you go. And if you are traveling far, it makes the trip a little bit shorter, right? It doesn't seem like 16 hours. It just seems a little bit shorter when you're listening to the music, right,
Yes,
Hazel?
yes, 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 absolutely true. And it just it helps the trip move along. So it's more
Yes.
of instead of it being like a tasking item, it's more of an adventure. And speaking of adventure and like traveling to different places, so today we actually are starting our new little short segment just before we end the show. We want to give a special local highlight to the local congregation of San Ramon because the majority of them are attending our special gathering today. And congratulations to those that are taking oath for their new offices. They prepared for us a little video snippet of their city as well as their local congregation. So we want to share that with you today here on INC Radio Sacramento. I think our tech Jordan can screen share with the video that you have. Perhaps we're gonna try this. We're first time that we're trying it, but we're gonna try our best. So I'm super excited. This is gonna be awesome. So cool. I think, yes. Oh, yes. Amazing. Okay. This is an exciting time. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, San Ramon is actually part of this part of California. And I believe that this is one of the activities that they had. It was their walk. And then they also had a bowling here, which was really exciting. And they're also part of a Tri-Valley area. That's super fun.
Yes, that looks like
Them,
fun.
yes, and them in their Bible missions, which is really cool. Oh, and they were established October 19, 2018. So they're going to celebrate their anniversary in October. Oh, and they also participated in CFO Day. What a fun time.
Yay, Unity Games.
I love all of that. And I believe that was from their year-end Thanksgiving. Oh, and Brother Gowdy.
Gowdy. Vanessa.
Wow, amazing. That was so awesome. We are so
Yes.
excited. Thank you so much to the local congregation of San Ramon for you guys having that video and be able to share with us all the things that you do out there, especially all of the wonderful activities and everyone that is participating here in INCRadio Sacramento and supporting us here. But we are just at the end of our show, and I know we don't want it to end, but don't worry because we'll be back next week. But before we end, we do want to say a special thank you to our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our subsea president and CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Aranio V. Manalo, our district staff here in Northeast California, and all of our INCRadio crew here. And we hope that all of the viewers and listeners loved and enjoyed our radio show. So tune in next Saturday, same time, same place. So get ready, get set, get on INCRadio Sacramento. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Oh, na, na,